Hello everyone, welcome back to Lebron Lakers MyLeague match 115, and we are 10 games into the season. As you usually when I win, it's a close game, and some of my losses have been big blowouts, but our last game to the Grizzlies, we won by 19. I was able to win because they don't have anything aside from Marcus All. Conley was hurt, so there's that too. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, at the 10 game mark, I want to check out the league, see what the standings look like, investigate anything that may be interesting, and then show you some team stats, what the Lakers are good at, what they're not good at, and then some individual player stats. So let's do it. Standings conference. Okay, the Warriors started off 2-3, and now they're 7-3. So that's righting the ship. I don't know how they started 2-3, but they did. They did beat the Rockets in their first game. But then got blown out by the Pelicans and others. So they're still a bit behind the. I was interested when I started this. Like, oh man, with DeMarcus Cousins healthy, are they going to break their 73 win season? They still could. They're behind the mark now. The Rockets also started 2-3, and they're now 7-4, so things starting to look more like what you would expect. The Mavs started 5-0 and tailed off a bit, but they're still second in the West at 7-4. And they got a pretty solid squad. I can show you. Luka Doncic was given an 83 overall, and they just got like a pretty overall solid team. A lot of players around or above 80. Decent bench. Not really a lot of wings. Whereas Harrison Barnes can play a lot. OKC at 6-3, that makes sense. The Kings at 5-4. Who do they have? Nobody. They have nobody. Okay. And then us and the Jazz and the Grizzlies at 5-5. All right, so I've moved up the standings a bit. Spurs started 4-0, but then when I traded Kawhi to reflect real life, and I traded him to the Raptors, and just mimic that trade, they've lost 6. Oh well. And the T-Wolves are 2-8. This team always baffles me in real life and in 2K here. Huh. See if they can get their stuffs together. I guess Jimmy Butler's fighting with everyone. Sixers 7-2, Celtics 7-3. Yeah, that's kind of what you expect. The Nets are 6-3. I do know D'Angelo Russell's numbers are insane. Other than that, they don't really have anything. Pistons are 6-4. The Cavs are 6-4. Huh. Yeah, they're not awful. The East is easy, so there's that. The Raptors are 5-4. I think they started off pretty poorly before getting Kawhi, and have been doing better since. Yeah, I'm curious about that. Let's check that out. Yeah, so they started 1-3, and then are 4-1 since Kawhi. So Kawhi's a lot better than DeRozan, is what we've learned here, which isn't a surprise to me. But some people really like DeRozan, so there's that. Yeah, nothing else really surprising. So that's the league. I do really hope the Warriors pull it out, and just have a nutso season, and then there's intrigue at the end of the year of like, oh man, will they break 73? I don't know. That would be cool. Okay, team stats. What am I doing? I am pretty good in offensive efficiency, 48%. That's cool. That despite not being good at shooting threes. We're fourth last in the league at 33.9. Free throw shooting. Yeah. It's better than it was last game. It was at 62.8, and now it's at 63.5. If that doesn't come up to, around 70%, then I might have to tweak the free throw difficulty. I was getting super good at free throws, so I upped the difficulty just a tad. But yeah, this team is terrible. Josh Hart's the only one who can reliably hit free throws, but he's not going to get many attempts at it because it's not playing many minutes, and he's mostly just a three-point shooter. Assists, not good at all, but it's been consistently more like around 24 the last several games. So that's moving in the right direction. Anything else? Our defense. Defense is pretty good. 5th in the league. The only problem is we are 3rd worst at giving up the 3 ball, allowing 40.5% from behind the line. That's gonna kill us. So like we're just giving so many extra points by not contesting threes, and then we're losing a few points each game by not hitting our free throws. So that's just like a big swing against us, just from those 2 areas in themselves. Curious about something more advanced real quick. Team per 100 possessions efficiency. I want to compare it to the league. There we go. Where am I? Offensive efficiency. About middle of the league. That makes sense. Because I think I have quite a big high turnover rate for the number of possessions I have. I think that contributes to it. Defensive rating is around 20 or so. So if you looked at more advanced stats, that we're more in line with 5 and 5 than if you just look at opponent field goal percentage, good. Field goal percentage, good. We should be a great team. Not quite so much. Also the free throws. So yeah, there was one other thing I want to look at with regards to team stats, but I don't remember what it was. It's probably not that important. Oh, my point differential, minus 1.8. The big blowout win against Grizzlies really helped with that. So yeah, again, more in line with a 5 and 5 team. Oh well, it's gone. It's gone forever. Player stats. How are people doing? LeBron, 25, 9, and 5. 0.8 steals a game. That's not enough. Doesn't he usually average 2? Can be more aggressive with him then. I user him most of the time, so I'm not super aggressive with the steals. So it's a bit down. So I can be more aggressive on that. 51-5 from field goal. That's probably a little low. But that's because I'm shooting poorly from 3 with him, which I don't fully know why. I think it's just randomness. Assists are low. They're kind of low for all of my playmakers, but I also have so many of them that it's going to drop all of their individual numbers. So I'm not sure if that's too low from what we would expect. It's almost 4 rebounds and 2 assists. Shooting 47 and 39 from deep. Kyle Kuzma, 12 points. He's now coming off the bench as well, because Beasley can rebound better. He's averaging 5 rebounds a game. That was, exactly my point. That's why we pulled him off. 1.4 assists, but he's been efficient scoring-wise. He's also 47 and 39. Beasley, 10, 6.5, 1.5. Most of that's probably from before I traded for him when that happened in real life. Just like the Kawhi DeRozan thing. He's inefficient from deep, and kind of in general. Lonzo, surprisingly, 48-1 from the field and 28 from 3. That was higher, and that's coming down now. I expect that to continue to come down. He's averaging 10, 3, and 4. I think he averaged 7 in his rookie season in real life. So you'd expect that to go up. But again, there are so many playmakers. Speaking of which, Rondo is averaging 8, whatever, and 2. That's not a lot for Rondo. But the thing is, when I run pick and roll with him, a lot of times they just let him fly by, and then the help doesn't come fast enough because they're like daring him to score and not, letting him set someone else up. So that's part of that. That's been coming down a little bit as well. He's at 57 30% from deep. Caldwell Pope just turned things around a lot recently. With a big game, went 4 of 6 from 3, so he's at 45 and 44. McGee is JaVale McGee. He drops the ball a lot, but when he gets it, he's 64%. A lot of rebounds, 9.3. Do I care about anyone else? Stevenson is super inefficient, but he's good at everything else. He's one of my better defenders. 32 and 12 is disgustingly bad. He's sucking up some of Lonzo's energy, or anti-shooting energy. And Josh Hart has also been having a rough season, 36-25. So yeah, those are individual stats. I can show you the defensive stats real quick. Oh, here's the minutes. LeBron's averaging 34, and then a lot of people in the mid-20s. Rondo's at 19, Stevenson's at 17, Zubac's at 13, Hart's at 12. Yeah. And opponent field goal percentage. We'll do this in the way that makes sense. LeBron is absurd at defense. Only allowing 38.6% of shots against him. McGee is also good at 41. Lonzo's good at 43. Stevenson's good at 43.6. That's why I'm starting him over Caldwell Pope. Brandon Ingram's at 44. He's good. Zubac's 44. That's good. Kuzma is fine at 46.5, especially if he's scoring well, which he has been. And then Hart's been bad, 48. Pope and Rondo at 50%. That's not what I expect of Rondo. He's supposed to be a good defender. Perimeter defense B, yeah. But he's one of my worst defenders. And Michael Beasley at 53.7. Okay, so that was the look around the league and my team and individual player stats.